Can you believe this? I can't believe this.
Look how they have all this meat. All this meat, all this shit is rotten.
In independent food testing, 41% of chicken nuggets were undercooked, resulting in limp, uncrispy fried chicken.
One of the top food manufacturers has been playing tricks and mislabeling rotten meat.
The 3 dirtiest takeaway establishments in UK.
The video you're about to see is going to showcase rotten meat.
Internal employees exposed photos of cold storage rooms where chicken was green and deteriorating from being sealed at high temperatures for long periods of time. The 3 worst fried chicken brands in UK.
It's green.
So, these people were selling contaminated meat.
I was trying to get some fresh oranges and, as you can see, impossible.
I'm sorry, what the fuck is this?
People not only buy rotten fruits or rotten vegetables, they buy dead flowers.
You walk into a supermarket expecting food. You walk out with regret, because in the UK right now, food quality has hit rock bottom, and somehow prices are still climbing. You're paying premium rates for produce that looks like it lost a fight. Bananas with bruises, apples with mould, meat that smells suspicious before you even open the packet. And it's not just a one-off, it's everywhere. Tesco, Sainsbury's, Asda, pick your poison. The shelves are full, but the food, it's tired, it's limp, it's borderline inedible. According to a Which survey, nearly a third of UK shoppers say food quality has declined, especially fruit, veg, ready meals and even branded products. And they're not imagining it. Because while food inflation has slowed, prices are still rising. So you're paying more and getting less. Less freshness, less nutrition, less respect, and don't even get started on value ranges. They've been rebranded, repackaged and quietly downgraded. Smaller portions, worse taste, shorter shelf life. It's shrinkflation meets rotflation. And the supermarkets? They're still cashing in, still pushing loyalty cards, still pretending they care about quality. But here's the truth. If you need to inspect every tomato like it's a crime scene, something's gone wrong. If your bread goes stale in 24 hours, something's gone wrong. If your chicken smells like regret, something's gone very, very wrong. This isn't just bad luck. It's systemic. It's strategic. It's a food system that's collapsing, quietly, one rotten apple at a time. Let's take a look.
This was an Asda today. I was trying to get some fresh oranges and, as you can see, impossible. Green, bruised, rotten, squished, absolutely disgusting. I don't know what's going on. Why is it impossible for these main supermarkets to stock and display fresh fruit? They're just oranges, for God's sake. What's so difficult about that? These supermarkets cutting corners to save money is an absolute disaster right now. The government are trying to do incentive to make us eat healthy foods, but can you see the state of the food? We go to buy fresh fruit and it goes off in days. The veg goes off and it goes mouldy. Perhaps this requires the government's intervention to ensure that fresh fruit is put on the shelves instead of food that's about to go off just to save money. I said it before, I'm going to have to go to M&S to get fresh food because I can't deal with this. I can't deal with rotten fruit every time I go in there.
Okay, warning. The video you're about to see is going to showcase rotten meat. Okay? Oh, it's green. No. Oh my god, it stinks. Just smell it through the bag. Oh my god, that is so off. That is so off. Yeah, that is so off. You come and smell this, because I'm fucking filming this, and I'm going to send it to them. Oh my god, quick, because I'm going to need to bin this as soon as possible. I see, you're going to have to smell this. Yeah, I know, Swacky, it stinks. Yeah, but you don't even need to open it. Yeah. Yeah. And it's green again. Oh my god, because it's rotten. It's fucking in there, you're not having it. That was chicken from Lidl in Wombourne area. That was dated the 21st. I don't even know what date we're on. It's the 17th today. This is what I mean by manufacturers are repackaging meat. That was disgusting. Disgusting. And it was green. See, they repackage meat. I swear to God. Swear to God.
Listen. I don't know how I missed this story reported by The Guardian in March 2023. However, the UK government is getting its apron on and wants to whip up some pork problems into shape. You want to talk about it? Let's get cryptic. Now, listen. Allegedly, fraudulent pork products have been sneaking their way into the supermarkets, and the Food Standards Agency might just get a makeover under the Department of Environment, Food and Rural Affairs. Listen, this is some juicy gossip that I just could not pass up. This came across my desk and I had to talk about this. One of the top food manufacturers has been playing tricks and mislabeling rotten meat. Can you believe this? I can't believe this. It's like they're seasoning shells with surprises, and I feel as though it's time to uncover the mystery supplier, as they have yet been unnamed, who's spicing up ready meals and Quinches and Tesco, Asada, Co-op Morrison's, and Marks and Spencer. But wait, because there is more drama. The FSA has been on the case investigating the alleged supply chain fraud. Seems like the inspectors had a cup of tea while the company played hide and seek with the suspected meat. But seriously, no more playing around, because people could end up in prison season. Sir Robert Goodwill seemed enough to know that this is like some fantastic seriousness, and he thought the FSA reported to DEFRA, but it's been arm's length all along. Who knew? They better get their act together before the full-blown inquiry comes knocking. That's all I have to say. Mark Spencer is keeping an eye on the investigation, hoping for a criminal prosecution. They better be careful. Because the FSA is not messing around with this tasty situation. So brace yourselves for more updates on this meaty mystery. I will be keeping up with this because this is just a hot mess. And yeah, it's too much for me to really handle. But I feel as though more people should be aware about what the heck is going on with this.
Let's talk about the emotional roller coaster of buying food in the UK right now. You walk into the store with hope. You walk out with disappointment. You open the fridge and realise half of what you bought is already dying. The strawberries? Mouldy by morning. The lettuce? Brown before you even unwrap it. The chicken? Smells like betrayal. And you paid full price. No discount, no apology, just the privilege of throwing your money straight into the bin. And it's not just the waste, it's the frustration. The feeling of being tricked, of trusting a system that doesn't care if you eat, just that you pay. You start inspecting every item like it's evidence in a crime scene. You sniff, you squeeze, you squint, and still you get home and find rot hiding under the label. This isn't just bad luck, it's routine, it's normalized, and it's exhausting. Because food isn't just fuel, it's comfort, it's care, it's survival. And when even that feels like a gamble, something's gone very, very wrong.
So these people were selling contaminated meat. Among that contaminated meat was a sheep's private parts. Now, anybody eating the underneath of a sheep, despicable, if you ask me. Absolutely disgusting. But look, they travelled 3 hours and 13 minutes to collect contaminated meat to sell to people. From Woolworth Road to Somerset. 3 hours and 13 minutes. Can you imagine? Hi, my people. So today on the Metro News website, I read the news article. 2 men jailed over plot to sell disgustingly filthy waste meat to shoppers. Make sure you guys follow me, as every single day I post about interesting documentaries and news stories that nobody else is talking about. Now, this is a very nasty story. 3 men here were selling meat that was not fit for human consumption. They were selling this meat intentionally. They would trek to Somerset from Woolworth Road in London, southeast London, all the way to Somerset to buy meat from a man who runs a business selling meat that is unfit for human consumption, which is not safe to eat, what you would call animal byproduct. The news article was talking about how they stored the meat in filthy conditions. I do wish they detailed what kind of filthy conditions a bit more, but they were basically saying that the meat would be left out in the sun and would smell. The stench would be absolutely ridiculous. They showed some pictures of the lambs. They were selling sheep's heads. I don't even know who eats that, but they were selling sheep heads and it was all covered in blood. The walls were stripped off of wallpaper, and the chicken they were selling, so normal looking chicken, was already unsafe to eat. So only pets could eat this kind of chicken. And then they were selling sheep. I don't even know, was it contaminated and they were throwing it in the same area, or are people actually buying sheep's? Beyond me, because anybody that can go and eat the underneath of a sheep is self-inflicted if you get sick at this point. Doesn't matter what condition it's made in. That doesn't sound healthy at all. People are there avoiding bush tucker trial. You're there doing it willingly. That is clearly self-inflicted, I'm afraid to say. Sheep underneath, nasty. Sheeps even, they look ugly. Isn't that those the same animals I always see on TikTok, and they got maggots coming out their belly and they got flies on their head, and that's the underneath you're eating? Nah, it's nasty, man. Large containers of meat, they've left it out in the scorching baking sun and it's smelling, and neighbours, it smelled so bad that neighbours had to report it. Anyway, obviously that butcher's in Woolworth Road was finally shut down, and you won't be getting meat from there anymore. But if you did, then apologies. But I feel like from the smell, you could tell this is disgusting.
LIDL, Lido. Look how they have all this meat. All this meat, all this shit is rotten. They're selling it for cheap. I wish you could smell. Don't touch me. Don't put your hands on me. Don't put your hands on me. I'm asking you to leave. Okay, look, disgusting. You can call the police because I'm leaving when I finish my video of showing them that you are selling rotten meat. Rotten meat. All of it is rotten. All of it is rotten. All of it is rotten. None of this is rotten. All of it is rotten. You can look at the date. You smelled that? You smelled it? Put your face to that. He had the audacity to say that it's not rotten. You're disgusting. You're disgusting. You're disgusting saying that it's not the seafood smells better than that. You need to stop. I'm not. You need to stop poisoning us. You need to stop poisoning us. Yes, you are. That's rotten meat. That's rotten meat. Why I'm not speaking that? That's rotten meat. Rotten meat. The chicken is rotten, everybody. Do not eat the chicken. It is raw and rotten. Talking about some $3. $3 because it's expired. La carne está podrida. Do not buy it here because the food is rotten. Yeah, that's why they escorted me talking about leave now.
You may not take videos.
Well, I did.
Well,
I did.
Welcome back.
Well, I will come back. The fuck? That's rotten me and you telling me not to come back. We already got the video. 311 and everybody on TikTok and YouTube. The fuck is your problem?
Leave my store.
This is not your store. This is not your store. It's not your store. It's not your store. It's not your store. Whatever. I'm gonna call the cops on you actually for selling that meat. And I will be by my car calling the cops. Disgusting you are. Disgusting you are. You'll be YouTube grand famous. What's right there? He'll be famous. Don't matter. It don't matter. All of y'all. Disgusting y'all are. Fucking rotten meat in there. The fuck you think this shit is? Talk about leave. You can see yellow marking. Yo, you can see, you can smell it. I can smell it when I open the fucking fridge. There's no way you're gonna sit here and tell me that's not. Why you think he got scared like that? Nobody's gonna toss you out of their fucking establishment if you ain't right. Fuck out of here with your rotten shit. I don't know. I didn't even know where my keys at. I don't know where my keys is at. Hold on. Yeah, I have them. Hold on. Fucking disgusting. I recorded it right behind him too, and I zoomed in on the fucking chicken because you can see. You flip the chicken around. Oh my god.
Guys, England is very funny. People not only buy rotten fruits or rotten vegetables, they buy dead flowers. And they are for sale, you know? And it's the second day.
The three dirtiest takeaway establishments in UK number 3, Rock and Soul. As London's oldest fish and chip shop, it nonetheless racks up numerous negative reviews. Customers complain the fish is undercooked, with a soggy batter and raw interior, rendering it inedible. The chips are criticized for being neither crisp nor hot, indistinguishable from any ordinary chippy. Yet the biggest gripe is the price. A portion of fish and chips costing £20 is rather hard to stomach. Number 2, Nando's. Britain's most popular takeaway chain, Nando's. Yet its reviews on delivery platforms are scathing. Chicken arrives dry as if left out all day. Chips are limp and utterly lacking in crispness. One customer received drinks 4 months past their sell-by date, while another found a snail in their salad. Peri Peri instantly becomes a nightmare. Number 1, Wagamama. Wagamama's takeaway may look exquisite, but many customers complain the reality falls far short of expectations. Noodles are bland, vegetables undercooked, and chicken tough enough to break teeth. One customer even found metal wire in their meal, while another branch was exposed for storing ingredients in a disabled toilet. Utterly off-putting.
Let's go deeper, because this isn't just about bruised apples and stale bread, it's about a supply chain that's collapsing and a system that's pretending everything's fine. Supermarkets are cutting corners, suppliers are rushing stock, storage is sloppy, and quality control barely exists. Why? Because profit comes first. Freshness, optional. Nutrition, negotiable. Customer trust, disposable. They'll sell you meat that's been sitting too long, veg that's been shipped too far, bread that's been frozen, thawed and repackaged like it's fresh. And when you complain, they shrug. They offer a refund. They say, we'll look into it. But nothing changes, because the rot isn't just in the food, it's in the system, in the way supermarkets treat customers like cash machines, in the way they prioritise margins over meals, in the way they've turned food, something sacred, into just another product to push. And the people paying the price? You, me, everyone who just wants to eat without feeling cheated.
I'm sorry, what the fuck is this? This is what kids are getting served at school for their school dinners. The free school meal scheme that only gives children a £2.20 allowance, that in this school only provides this and nothing else. Some schools have even put a limit on how much the students can actually spend. So if they wanted to buy something extra outside of the free school meal scheme, they can't. This is what one of the students got served. A plain wrap with 3 soggy fish fingers in it. Does that look appetising? Does that look like it's going to fill a teenager up? It looks absolutely rotten. Again, this student, £2.20 allowance for free school meals. This is all that they're getting to eat. Some kids, their school dinner is their lifeline, and this is what they're getting served. Wouldn't feed it to a dog. Reason 101 why the education system in this country is shit. Just like the food that's being served.
The 3 worst fried chicken brands in UK. Number 3, Morley's. It has suffered a complete breakdown in quality due to the brand's wild expansion. Its chicken were proven to be frozen for years and has a disgustingly greasy texture. The inside of the bite is as slimy as snot, leaving an oily film in your mouth. The taste comes from old oil that has been reused many times and smells of burnt bitterness and industrial chemicals. In 2024, a customer went into accidental shock after eating raw, bloodied chicken served in the store. Number 2, Dixie Chicken, the standard bearer of fried chicken failures. Customers complained that the batter was so heavy that they felt like they were eating wet paper towels from the toilet. It uses poor quality meat, resulting in a dry texture and a skin that smells of waste fat. Stores in Birmingham and Manchester have been given serious warnings for unacceptable conditions in the back of the kitchen. Number 1, KFC. The brand has been frequently found to have grayish-pink chicken and jelly-like cartilage. In independent food testing, 41% of chicken nuggets were undercooked, resulting in limp, uncrispy fried chicken. Internal employees exposed photos of cold storage rooms where chicken was green and deteriorating from being sealed at high temperatures for long periods of time. This is also the reason they give off a metallic or rusty odor.
So, after everything we've seen, the bruised fruit, the stale bread, the slimy meat, the fake freshness, it's not just disappointing, it's insulting. Because this isn't just about food, it's about trust, about dignity, about the quiet betrayal that happens every time someone walks into a supermarket hoping to feed their family and walks out with overpriced garbage. This is the UK in 2025, where food costs more than ever, where quality has collapsed, and where supermarkets are still smiling, still cashing in, still pretending everything's fine, but it's not fine. It's not okay. It's not just a few bad apples. It's systemic. It's strategic. It's a slow rot, not just in the produce aisle, but in the entire supply chain. Because when you're paying £4.50 for a block of cheese that tastes like cardboard, something's wrong. When your strawberries mold overnight, something's wrong. When your chicken smells off before the sell-by date, something's very, very wrong. And the worst part? You're expected to accept it, to shrug, to say, well, that's just how it is now, to keep shopping, keep spending, keep pretending. But people aren't pretending anymore. They're angry, they're tired, they're done being polite about it, because food isn't optional. It's not a luxury, it's not a treat, it's survival, it's care, it's the most basic form of dignity. And when even that is being sold in rotten packaging, something has gone deeply wrong. Let's talk about what this actually means. It means parents opening lunchboxes and finding fruit that's already gone bad. It means pensioners buying bread that goes stale in a day. It means students microwaving ready meals that taste like regret. It means families throwing away half their weekly shop, not because they're wasteful, but because the food was already dying when they bought it. And the supermarkets? They know. They see the complaints, they read the reviews, they get the returns, but they don't care because the margins are fine, the profits are flowing, and the customers, they'll keep coming back because where else are they supposed to go? This isn't just about bad food, it's about power, about how corporations can sell you rot and still call it value, about how they can shrink portions, raise prices, and lower quality, all while pretending they're helping. It's about how the system treats people like numbers, how it calculates how much mold you'll tolerate, how it decides what level of disappointment is acceptable, how it pushes the limits of what people will pay for, and how little they'll get in return. And it's not just the supermarkets, it's the suppliers, the logistics, the regulators. The entire chain is built on speed, cost-cutting, and silence. Food is rushed, stored poorly, handled carelessly. And when it arrives on shelves, it's already halfway to the bin. And who pays for that? You do. Not just with money, but with time, with stress, with health. Because bad food isn't just a nuisance. It's dangerous. It's demoralizing. It's a daily reminder that the system doesn't care if you eat, just that you pay. And the emotional toll? It's real. It's deep. It's quiet. It's the frustration of cooking a meal and realizing half the ingredients are spoiled. It's the guilt of throwing away food you couldn't afford to waste. It's the exhaustion of inspecting every item like it's a crime scene and still getting burned. And through it all, the message stays the same. Be grateful. Stop complaining. Shop smarter. But how do you shop smarter when everything is rigged? When the value range is just smaller, worse, and still overpriced? When the premium range is just the same food in shinier packaging? When the fresh label means nothing? This isn't about choice, it's about survival. And the system has made even that feel like a luxury. So what do we do with all this? We talk about it. We share it. We refuse to stay quiet. Because silence is what got us here. Silence is what lets supermarkets keep selling rot. Silence is what lets them pretend everything's fine. But it's not fine. And we're not going to pretend anymore. If you've ever opened a packet of meat and gagged, talk about it. If you've ever thrown away fruit that molded overnight, post it. If you've ever felt cheated by a shop that sold you disappointment, share it. Because the more we speak, the harder it becomes for them to hide. The more we connect, the harder it becomes for them to ignore. The more we expose, the closer we get to change. This isn't just a documentary. It's a wake-up call, a mirror, a spotlight. And if you're tired of being sold rot, then make noise. Share this video, drop a comment, tag your supermarket, tag your MP, post your receipts, post your moldy fruit, post your spoiled meat. Let them see it, let them feel it, let them know we're not going anywhere.